So those are our grand finalists without wins. And then the game we were going to learn the most from all the way through felt like Melbourne and the Bulldogs.
That was our game.
That was ours. Who did you learn the most about?
I had more faith in Melbourne. I picked Melbourne. I thought Melbourne are a more professionally presented team. They play the fundamentals really, really well. They're hard, they're tough, they're heavily contest-based. If they can get their forward line right, they can kick goals. I think they've got a lot of things in order. They did last year, mate. They did last year. How's that handball? That's the handball of the year thus far.
It was a beauty.
It was unbelievable. I didn't have a lot of faith in the Dogs. So the story's the Dogs. Come on, let's be honest, Gerard. The story's the Dogs. They were always going to be... If they lost this game and how badly they lost, they're always going to be the headlines. I feel for Luke Beveridge. I do. They had to go and recruit players because the players that they've got weren't getting it done. If Luke Beveridge didn't go recruiting players, everyone would have said, well, what did you sat in your arse? You didn't do anything. Go and get some players in the off-season. So he goes and gets players in the off-season. Now, they let him down on the weekend. Will they happen again? I don't know. Life will determine that. The future will determine that. But they had to make change to the group. Some of those players that came in, they weren't up to that fight. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to be up to other fights. They just weren't up to that one. So it'll be interesting to see what Luke Beveridge does with selection this week.
So it was a high-level examination.
Yep.
Sometimes it feels like there's a little bit of an inferiority complex against Melbourne. I don't know whether... I know they've beaten them once since the grand final, but they got put away just a bit too easily yesterday.
Yeah, they did. They're a good team, Melbourne. They are a good team. I've never subscribed to the theory that others have got, that have got an unbelievable list, Western Bulldogs. I've never subscribed to that. Because I've said, actually, if Marcus Bontempelli goes down, I've got great fears for the Dogs. And right now on the agenda, and a few of us have spoken about it, and I'm sure it's going to be in the discussion at the Dogs, a discussion, what to do with Aaron Naughton. Someone have to put it on the table and say, right, do we change direction? Now, he might say, no, because he's done that in the past. No. But if that sort of performance continues on the weekend where they get open up at the defence and they can't intercept, something has to be done. Is Sam Darcy ready to stand up? Because I reckon Jamara's ready. You've seen their games. It looks like he's ready to assume the number one. Lob, neither here nor there for me. But they've got to stop the goals getting kicked. Because they're not kicking enough going the other way. So do something. Stop them.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really big talking point.
And the strange part of Naughton yesterday was that they only targeted him twice. Once in the first minute when he marked it and kicked a goal. So
they're not kicking it to him.
If they're not kicking it to him,
what's the point? What's the point?
So either re-engineer it so that they're kicking it to him, or...
Have you got a thought on it?
I was disappointed in their setup there. I've heard everyone argue around the Naughton thing. So it's surely not like they've never fully discussed it.
They've had to.
But Darcy's about to arrive in the team. I think he has. I totally understand the management of minutes of a young player, but I think he's about to arrive in the team, I would imagine, this week.
He's got to play him.
So where's he going to play?
He's got to play forward.
Yeah.
The kids can't play key back. The kids can't. They're not ready. They're just not ready. Their fitness is not ready to go bang, 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 bang as the ball keeps going back into the inside 50. Anyway, it'll be a big play by Beveridge.
Yep, it will, for a well-disclosed topic. The match review, did James Sicily earn his 1 week suspension? They'll challenge tomorrow night.
Oh, no. See, they shouldn't challenge. They shouldn't challenge. James Sicily deserves to get suspended for that. He didn't kick him hard. What sort of defence is that? He kicked him, but he didn't kick him hard. That's rubbish, Gerard. That's absolute rubbish. He kicked a person in a game of football where you're just not allowed to. It's always been seen as one of the real low acts in football. Biting, kicking. This is football. The AFL absolutely must stress that this is not on in the game. And I like James Sicily. I reckon he's a wonderful player. But who the hell do you think you are that you think you can kick an opposition player and then your club says, "Oh, come on, it didn't really get him."
Yeah,
Come on.
I'd be interested to see how they argue that tomorrow night. His contact is made.
And it was deliberate.
Yeah.
It's deliberate.
So-
He deliberately kicked an opponent.
We're going to talk Mason Redmond with Brad when he gets here. But the other one tonight was James Harms has been suspended for a match for this headbutt on Stephen May. So against the old team, intentional low and high is how this has come back. That's just, they're the silly moments, aren't they?
Well, and then are they appealing that? What are they doing? I don't think they are they?
Well,
I don't think they are.
No, so that's just landed, so they'll contemplate it tonight. But again, it's hard to defend.
No, a headbutt.
It happened, contact was made.
And he meant it.
You can argue insufficient force, but I'm not sure you're going to be terribly successful on that.
No.
See, if they'd suspended Hewitt last week,
Yes.
this would all be perfectly in line going, we're going to set a really hard bar here.
And
I think we'd all go with them, but because they missed on... sometimes I feel like they're trolling us. We're going to bring in our coaches, and we are so well stocked tonight. This has panned out rather perfectly. Brad Scott is here at the desk after the Bombers have had their first up victory, and Justin Longmuir, didn't he have to endure a lot yesterday? But they got the win to get their campaign off to a start.